aggressive product pricing. I like Webis a lot. Webis was my share of the year in Money Week this year. I'm the biggest shareholder of that, I have to declare. It's a gambling company. There's a stand over there. We've just taken over the racetrack in Sacramento in California with a view to getting a US gaming license. And we were the only, as far as I'm aware, UK-based gambling company that never took bets from America, so none of us are going to be arrested going to America. And Gensignia, which is a private company at the moment, run by my friend Gabriel. Gensignia is a phenomenal company with a lung cancer test that is going to blow diagnostics out of the water. Trovagene is another one of his diagnostic tests. I would sell French oats, if you can. It's very difficult to do so, so use the euro as a proxy. And I would sell the Australian dollar, very easy to do, very liquid. In fact, it's the fourth most liquid currency in the world. These are the stocks that I recommend today to investors. I'm not going to read them out. They vary. In the big caps, we've got one copper producer, which I think is flat on its back. First Quantum, Bristol Myers Squibb is going to have the biggest drug launch in the history of the world with its Eliquis antithrombotic drug. JP Morgan, I like the American banks. James Ferguson has made a very good call on those. They've recapitalized, they look good, they look cheap. Smith & Nephew here in the UK, I think, looks cheap and could be, as has been speculated for years, be taken out. There's a strong possibility of that. And then a small to mid-cap portfolio, many of them are actually here. Please go and visit their stands, talk to the people in charge of the companies, and see whether you agree with me that these companies are fabulous investments for the 10 years ahead, because I believe that most of them will prove to be so. In summary, Eurozone, intractable. Nothing can be done about it except wait and make some money out of shorting European assets. In China, there's evidence of slowing, but the economy is probably rebalancing. It's not a disaster. Put your toe in the water there. In Japan, it's less cheap following the substantial rally that's occurred, and I'm not a big bull on Japan. I'll probably get this one wrong, but I think it's got another 10% in it or so. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with Mrs. Thatcher, who we all in this room admire and have much to be grateful for. And she basically said that if you work, you should get rewarded. If you don't work, you shouldn't. And unfortunately, our economies in the West, and indeed in Japan, are moving in the opposite direction. We have to take that into account in our investments, but it's an inexorable trend, a negative and a pessimistic trend. Nonetheless, those of us who do to take the wide view are probably still going to make money. Happy investment hunting in the next year, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed for attending today.